So when you do a coolant change on an MGTF or F, there's 3 places you've got to bleed it. Once you fill up the reservoir, the first one to bleed is the one on top of the radiator in the front. Then you've got the heater matrix bleed point, and then you've got one on the coolant hoses on the engine. So I'm just taking this air filter pipe out of the way first to be able to get to it, because it's a bit of a difficult one to get to. It's a lot easier to take the inspection cover off at the front there, but because we've got the hard top on and no one's giving me a hand to get it out, I'll just do it this way. It's a bit more awkward, but still doable. So I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. I'll try and show you. You can see that little, I can get my hand down to it. There's a little bolt there, little 8mm. Got to take that out and let it bleed through there. Right around the front, the radiator bleed is there. Got to be careful with that because it's plastic. The matrix bleed nipples behind there, but we need to take this cover off, which is a couple of 10mm. And then you got that little Phillips clip there. Again, plastics, they're a pain in the backside. That one's coming out okay. Pull that out, and then this cover comes away once you've lifted it off the threads. Then it's out the way, and there's the bleed nipple. So first things first, fill up the coolant, and then we'll come back and do the red. Nice new bottle of ready mixed. Right, I'm going to brim it because we've got to let some air out the front. Right. So first things first. Now we've got to be careful because obviously as the air comes out of here, the coolant will start disappearing in the bottle. Got to undo this carefully. Alright, getting it through, so that's alright. Just got to be careful to get that back on properly so it doesn't thread. Cross thread, sorry. Right, so that bit's bled. So that's done up. Next is the 8mm on there. Right, so we've topped up the header tank, put the heater on, switched over to hot. Crack that off. There you go, starts coming out. Want a nice steady stream if possible. There you go. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's a slow but steady stream. What we'll do once the car's running, we'll get it all up to temperature, and then we'll just crack these off just to make sure there's no air left in it. Right, now the awkward one. Right, now the awkward one. I'm going to try and get it on camera, but there's obviously not a lot of room by the time I've got my hands and a torch in the way and all sorts. But anyway, here we go. Right. Ooh, that just come off. I don't know whether it got it or not. Yes, it did. Right. So now we can do it, hopefully, by hand. Be careful not to drop this. There we go, we've got water coming out, so we've got no air in there. So put that back on. Ooh. Awkward. There we go. So that's back in there. We'll do that up, get the car run up to temperature, and then we will do them again, just see if there's any trapped air. So we've turned around so she ain't filling the workshop with fumes. It sounds quite nice actually. It's very quiet. Don't know how well that'll come out on camera, but it sounds very quiet indeed. It does look a lot better for a clean, irrespective of all the little bits on it. But yeah, let it warm up. Heating's on full blast, just to help get around the matrix, and then we'll give it a bleed when it's up to temperature, and that should be that. Alright, so we are up to operating temperature, which is good. So we'll turn it off, and then we'll start carefully cracking these off and see what we get. There you go. Oops, straight out with water, so that's good. Do that one up. Right. There we go. Steady stream, so that's good. Nip that back up. Ah, yes, it's warm. Right. I'm not gonna take it all the way off because I'll end up losing the bolt, so I'm just gonna open it up a touch, and I can see, oh, more thunder. Oh, well, I have taken it right out. There you go, and water's coming out now, so that's the air gone out of there. So we can do that up. The coolant has stayed just where it needs to be. So, a successful coolant change. So I've given the inside a quick hoover out. Bit of a clean. I'm just going to give the dashboard a wipe. Just warm soapy water, doesn't need any chemicals or anything in it. It'll probably dry a bit funny, but I'll give it another go afterwards, just get most of the muck off. Ugh. So that'll do. So it's clean enough for the MOT. Then we'll give it a decent clean again before we do anything with it. Chances are, I say, it'll go up for sale. So there's no point in me having this as well as my other one. So it's just as I say from the video earlier. It just depends what we're going to do with it regarding paint and its condition. Whether we just knock a bit off and sell as it is just to get it out of the way, or whether we want to get it nice for its new owner and try and get top money for it. But with the world as it is, with Corona and such like, I don't know how much money people have got, but she's not a bad car, comes up alright. So I've gone round on the stained bits with some teacup, and it's got most of it off. Unfortunately, I did have a silver boot in stock. Then I dropped it and scratched it, so that's useless now. But although this is not pretty, the actual staining has come off, so that's better than it was. Same on the bonnet. The staining that was on it has gone. So yeah, so I think what we'll probably do is get a little bit of touch-up paint just to take the eye off it, and then yeah, sell it as it is. I think hopefully the new owner won't mind doing a bit of work on it, make it their own. I've decided to change the steering wheel. I know it's the colour-coded Spark one, but the paint was all worn away on the top and on the bottom. So I'm going to change it just for a normal TF leather one. It's in good condition, and just make it look a lot nicer. So the battery's been off all night, so we can easily remove the airbag and stuff now. So you need a T30 and the two T30 bolts at the back. One either side. We need a 19mm to take off the bolt holding it on. Don't take it all the way off until it's loose on the splines, otherwise you'll get a face full of steering wheel. There we go. Much cleaner, much tidier. Excellent. That's all for now, but join us again when we take it for an MOT and buy something else. See you soon.